Hey everybody, it's Wick here. I'm doing a neighborhood sale today. Drove into the neighborhood. I saw the estate sale signs, so I stopped here first. Everything was 50% off, and Christmas stuff was 75% off. I don't know if it was already going on like prior days or why it was all percent off already. But I did find a few things here, and there was quite a bit to go through. And I spent maybe a little bit too much time here and probably missed out on some stuff in the neighborhood sale. So unfortunately, a lot of things at this estate sale were priced a little bit too high, even at half off. Here you had a bunch of old magazines. A lot of them were military magazines, and they wanted $2 for the military magazines. At first I thought all magazines were 50 cents, so I thought I was going to get these for a quarter, but they would be $1 a piece. I looked them up, and you can make a little bit of money maybe at $1 a piece, but it's just not worth it. 50 cents a piece at 25 cents half off would have been the best bet there. But unfortunately, they're just a bit. Plus, they were in good condition. They had someone's name written on them. I just didn't want to deal with them. Did you say everything was half off?
Everything's half off, and then the Christmas that's in there is 75 off.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hi. So there were a ton of people at these community sales. This guy right here had a sealed label maker there. He was looking up on his phone, and then he bought it. I've seen a lot of people carrying a lot of new items around. Just a ton of people out, and it was really hard to find stuff. How much did you have on the VCR combo over there?
$5.
Okay.
Or do I want to take what's left and pay in the damn nursing homes and buy? So I decided my dad always wanted to be a caravanner. So
That's nice.
I just tell Dad every trip we're heading on, this one's for you, Dad. Yes. For what? Oh, the trailer? It's not for sale. No. It's, I hope to keep it until we can't pull anymore. Thank you.
Somewhere. You can take it, matches it, and have it with it. Thank you so much.
You.
Take all these little shorts that you put out all of the, like all my the purses and stuff, and folders for you one bag. Yeah, I just start throwing her clothes, not throwing them. Throwing all those clothes out there and let Daddy go. All these over here too.
So at this sale, a woman walked by me with a big tote of Legos, and I was seeing that the whole day, a lot of Legos people had, and I'm like, geez, how come I always miss these Legos? Seems like I always see them in people's hands. So I'm not really lucky when it comes to Legos. I'm not, I don't really care. It's not like video games or something. If someone had like a bunch of retro video games in their hand, it'd crush me. But Legos is just kind of an annoyance. I seen these games, I started to get a little bit excited, but there was a guy like right off to the side looking on his phone. He was a younger guy, so I'm assuming he was looking some of these up, but they're just, basically games that aren't worth anything. I was hoping maybe there was a NCAA football 2016, I think it's the year, the newer one, but it was just '09 there, not really worth as much, so unfortunate.
That's your change, yeah.
Across the way there, you see a bunch of Wilton pans. They're kind of vintage. They wanted $50 for the whole box, and I was just hesitant to buy them. I've sold them before. It was probably worth it. I don't know how many were in there. I maybe could have got a discount, but they were like Mickey Mouse and some other designs. I just feel that the price has dropped off on Wilton pans a lot since I started reselling. And they take up a lot of space. I already have a backlog of a bunch of stuff I need to deal with, and I don't think they were huge profits. Some people may have bought them, and I could not blame you for that. Let me know in the comments if you would have bought the Wilton cake pans there. I know I didn't get a bunch of good footage on them, but there's a pretty big box of them for $50. So I just left a garage sale and walked up on a bunch of Wii stuff, probably $300 worth of Wii stuff, all quality, good games, and there's Move controllers, a big lot of stuff. And unfortunately, after I picked up something to look at it, the guy told me that it's already sold. And the guy picked it up and walked out with it, paid $25 for it all. So after last week, where I missed out on maybe up to $5,000 worth of video game stuff because they called their daughter and the daughter didn't want to sell it, and then going to the very next sale and being told that a guy just bought a Nintendo and a bunch of cartridges when I asked if he had any old video games, back to back. And then this week, this has happened. Like, there's too many heartbreaks happening without any good video game scores. But anyway, I think I'm done with the sales in this area. It's been an hour, and I think I've hit pretty much all of them. So I'm going to go hit Goodwill, go back, hit my Goodwill, Salvation Army, and maybe hit a sale that's in my city, and see where we go from there. It is time to go over what I got today. Not the greatest haul by any means, but there is some money to be made. Let's start here with these fishing lures. I don't know really anything about fishing lures. I do fish. I don't really fish that much anymore, but growing up, I was super into that stuff. And I was at a sale, and there was a guy come out, like, do you have any fishing lures or fishing equipment you want to sell? And one was like, oh no, go ask my husband. And I'm thinking, yeah, I need to learn about lures. So I go to the very next sale, which is just a few houses down, and I see a box that says, fishing lures. And they were, if you bought 4, you got them for $10. Otherwise, they were $3 a piece. So I went ahead and just got 8 of them. I didn't leave very many good ones. I got all the new ones. And I didn't have time to look them up because I knew that guy was right behind me. And I looked over and he was coming. So I just grabbed the ones that looked the most interesting and went and paid for them. And so they were $2.50 a piece. I knew they probably weren't the greatest, but they were all new. And I know some of these can go for a lot of money, fishing lures like this. And it looks like the average is about $8 to $15, depending. I think this one was about 15, and then like a couple of these two are the same. I think they were like 12 or 13. So I'm going to do all right. I should at least double my money. Probably make about $30, I'd say, in the end. That'll be easy and light to ship. So pretty happy about that. I also picked up this 24 game. It was a quarter. There were so many people, I didn't have time to look up all this stuff, so I just grabbed it and like 25 cents, let's just go. I will make $2 if I send it to Amazon, but I'll wait until Christmas time to see if it's doing any better. Here's the dream machine I got where I missed out on a great Wii lot. Guy just already bought it, and I got to see it. I started touching it, and the woman told me, hey, this guy's already bought it. $25 to get all that stuff, probably $300 worth of stuff. But I got the dream machine for $1 there, so I'm not too salty. I always sell these for around $50 on Amazon. I've sold quite a few. This one's in really good shape, just a little dusty. So I'll probably price it at $49.99. And after fees and everything, I'll make probably $35. And then, very first sale I stopped at, I seen an estate sale sign, so I'm like, let's hit this estate sale. Why not? Everything was 50% off. I'm not sure why. But anyway, the pager, my first pager ever. I've been going to garage sales and thrift stores for about 6 years now. And I even made a video about this, like, why have I not seen any pagers? There were so many of these at one point. Why does no one have these out at garage sales? Fortunately, I wanted $4 for it, but it was half off. So I got it for $2. At that, I went ahead and picked it up. I didn't look it up or anything. I was just buying it because it's the first one I seen, and it is worth about $10, $15, so I can make money on it. But this vintage calculator here, this Victor calculator, I picked it up. It was $1, but half off, so 50 cents. Everything at the estate sale was half off. And I just bought it blind. Most of the stuff today I bought blind, and this was a garage sale of blind buys. Some of them panned out, some of them didn't. This one seems to pan out because there's a sale on eBay for $49.99. It did have the power supply on that, the one that sold for $49.99. So I would say I would be able to sell this for at least $40. So great pickup. Vintage calculators like that, the ones with the like little red LED screens, Texas Instruments, and apparently Victor. I don't really recall seeing that brand, but I've sold them before, anywhere from $20, $25. Even at $10, if you're getting them for 50 cents, I mean, you can make some money, so might as well pick them up. Didn't really want to buy this, but it was $5, and there's money to be made in it. Because I got so many of these still I'm testing, and I really slack when it comes to dealing with these. It didn't have the remote, that's the one reason. If it had the remote, it would have been a great buy. It's just that without the remote with these things, they become a hassle. You know, I'll probably be able to sell this on eBay, $30 plus shipping. Probably won't mess with it on Amazon because I really need the remote with those, because people, multiple times, I've tried selling them without the remote, and people usually return them, or they send me a message, say, you didn't send me the remote. Can you send me the remote? And I'm like, look, you know, I disclosed in the condition notes that there's no remote with this. So usually it's just a refund, or I have to take money off. It's just a hassle. It's just easier to sell them without a remote. If I can get a remote cheap, I'll buy one and send it to Amazon. And with the condition notes on Amazon, there should be a box that pops up before somebody buys it and forces them to read the condition notes, because they just get missed. And then they can hit a little checkbox saying that they read them and agree to them. Make everything a lot better. But at that estate sale, I bought a bunch of books blind, a bunch of these college textbooks. I know there's not a lot of money in them, but there were so many people in there, and they were a quarter. And I scanned one. It looked like I could make $15 on it. So I'm just like, look, I don't have time to go through these. You know, I'm at these community sales. Time's flying by. There's other people looking at these books. So I just grabbed a stack of them and took them over the table and said, I'm buying these. I'm going to look around some more. I also picked up the Living Bible there, which is from 1971. It's got the like soft like leather cover. It's real nice. Looks like I can sell it for about 15, 20 bucks. Paid a quarter for it, so why not? But the textbooks here, this stack here, you can make money anywhere from $2 to about 15, 20 on each book. I don't know what the total value. The problem is, I forgot about this too. Amazon has all those restrictions now on textbooks. You can't really sell them, and most of these are restricted. So unless I can get unlocked in that soon, I'm just going to probably redonate them or not deal with them. These two were just absolute trash, so not even worth trying to sell. So I don't know. I only paid, like I said, a quarter for these. There's a few books in there I can sell. I'm going to make money on them. It's just that books have become such a hassle with the increased fees and restricted time at warehouses, and the fact that they just want to restrict like the better selling books. Thrift store finds. This Pictionary game, $2.99. It has a little bit of damage, so I can't sell it on Amazon. It's unfortunate because it's $58 new with like a 200,000 rank. But I'll probably still sell it on Amazon as used like new. $29.99. You know, sell it as still sealed, just with some box damage, and I should make some decent profit there. Also at Goodwill, got this these Coke puzzles. They're like jigsaw puzzles. They were $2.99 a piece. I was surprised. I walked past them. I'm like, I'll just look them up real quick on eBay. Didn't look them up on Amazon. They might be on there. But, yeah, it looks like they sell from like $20 to $25. So I went ahead and picked them up. Should make, between the two, at least $20. They should be easy to sell. Look like they were selling quite well. In a Salvation Army for $1 a piece. I picked up these 3 Harry Potter games. They were half off, so no, not big money. If you ever see the Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone PlayStation 2, it is worth more. You probably sell it for about 20 bucks on eBay. But these, I might just do a lot. I might probably just add them to the collection, but I think I might have some of these. But you could lot them up in the 3 there and probably sell them for 20 bucks. So it's still, you can still make a $10 bill on them, which is my low point when it comes to selling on eBay. I want to make at least $10 on anything I sell, unless it's super easy to ship and list. But unfortunately, that's it. I'm still going to make, I don't know, probably close to $200 in the end. So not bad. I was only out for like an hour and a half today. The sales went by quick. The neighborhood sale was just, everything was close together, so you could hit them real quick. Fortunately, there was just so many people and just so much competition. I was watching people grab Legos in their hand. They had all kinds of sealed stuff in their hand. It's just like, you have to hit, your first few sales is what you get, and everybody else that's hitting the other sales, you just lose out. But I want to thank you for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, because there's always new videos coming out of my adventures in reselling. You never know what I'll find. This has been Wick. Until next time.